All right, so I remember this one crazy ass time and it was actually a scary moment because I didn't know what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I was like pressured, but I remember when I saved my cousin and my little brother from being crushed. I mean, clearly that's in the title, but it was some true story shit, man. So I had to have been like, it was either between 8 to 10. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those. I don't want to lie to you guys and tell you like an exact age, but it was between 8 and 10. They're like my brother and cousin are 4 to 5 years younger than me. Actually, no, they're 5 years younger than me. So they were like, three going on four or some shit like that. But anyway, we were all at it was at this old apartment complex that my cousin's mom used to live at, and I used to go like watch them and shit. Me and my brother used to go over there and chill, and we'd all just chill together. But it was boring as fuck. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, we like it was us three, and there was something on this it was like this big brown, dress like cabinet thing. You know what I'm saying? I know it's cabinet, but cabinet. I want to be fancy and shit. But it was big, man, huge, like no bullshit. So there was a big, it wasn't a flat screen at the time. It was like this. Well, it was a flat. Was it, were there any flat screens at the time? I don't fucking care. There was this big ass TV with an ass. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big TV, and it was sitting in the middle of this thing. So, and it was a lot of stuff piled on to this brown thing. So I'm sitting there, sitting down, you know what I'm saying? I think I was watching a movie or something. I don't know what I was doing, I forgot. And then all of a sudden, I noticed that my cousin started climbing the damn thing. I'm like, all right, she's doing that. Hope it's something important, because if we fall, I'm not getting in trouble. So she just, mountain climbing this shit. You know what I'm saying? A young little girl. I'm like, all right, cool. She going far in life. You know what I'm saying? She, I stopped paying attention to her, and then she finally grabbed at something up from up top, and I'm like, well, she could have asked me to get that for her, but all right, she got it. And then all of a sudden, I noticed that whatever the thing that she was on, the brown thing, started tilting. So I'm like, that's not right. That shouldn't be happening. And then it really started tilting. So then I got up fast and started running towards it, and I held it up. And the thing was so heavy. I kid you not. It was so heavy. I was like, I gotta hold this up, because if I let this go, somebody's dying. First of all, the kids just sat there. I'm like, y'all don't want to move, because if I drop this, y'all going with me. And we don't want that. Somebody's gotta live. But they just sat there, you know what I'm saying? They scared and shit. So I'm holding it, and mind you, I'm like between 8 and 10 years old, so I don't have a lot of strength. But something just kept me going. So I'm holding it. Then all of a sudden, the TV that was in the middle of the cabinet started falling. So I had to hold that up with another, like with my third hand. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but for real, I had to hold it up with the other hand, and I'm holding this brown thing up, and I'm like, I couldn't push it back up. So I'm like, man, we might die here right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going and I'm going. And then all of a sudden, at the best possible time, my cousins and I think my dad ran through the door. Like they opened the door, then they came, pushed it back up, and saved everybody. Man, I kid you not, that was some of the scariest shit of my life, because I thought like somebody was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, my cousin shouldn't have been up there. I mean, but I was a kid as well. You couldn't really tell me anything. You couldn't really say, hey, you should have been a bit more responsible, young man. I'm a kid as well. I would have probably did the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Except I probably would have had a bit more, luck, because I'm bigger. But yeah, it was scary, because you don't know in certain situations how things are gonna play out. Luckily, I was there to help them out. Like, what if I would have gone to the bathroom or something like that, and my cousin did that same shit, but I wasn't there to hold up or react to the thing falling? They could have died, you know what I'm saying? Because that thing was huge. I'm not even exaggerating. That brown cabinet was big as fuck, and that TV was bigger. So it's like, well, big, it wasn't bigger, but it was heavy, man. So how did an 8 to 10 year old do something like that? I don't know. Maybe it was superpowers. I have no idea, but I just did not want to see anybody die, especially those kids. I care about them a lot, and to this day I care about those kids. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I say, when I'm making and stuff like that, I wanna spend a lot of time with them, if willing. You know what I'm saying? If they're willing to. I mean, I know my cousin, she's like a sister to me. I care about her a lot, but she says that she wants to, hang out with me in the future and, you know, spend time together and just chill and have fun. And, you know, I want to do the same with my little brother as well, because honestly, me and my little brother don't have the best relationship. You know, we don't. And that's just the truth of it, you know. And that's nothing bad. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things where he's growing up, so he doesn't really want to at this point, like, chill, you know what I'm saying? Like he's in high school, you know, shit happens, but you know, sometimes I don't want to be around him either, you know what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things where like it has to happen at the right time. But I feel like when that time comes, I just, you know, I feel like it's gonna be some cool shit. But that's if it comes. But I don't know. All I know is that if it ever came down to me saving their asses again, I'd do it and I wouldn't think twice about it because I care about them. So that was a superhero story from Step.